What is up guys, it's your boy Solheim here, back with another Classic WoW video for Season of Discovery. Now, today we're talking about gold making in Phase 2, and I want to share with you a couple of my strategies that I've been using recently to really enhance the amount of sales that I'm getting on the auction house. I'm going to talk about how to get quick sales, how to just sell more items, make more gold, and just a couple of the regular auction house strategies that I've been picking up the last few weeks after turning a little bit from gold farming to playing the auction house and just crafting and selling, buying materials, crafting something, selling that, and making a profit. The thing is, farming gold is usually really good for the first couple of weeks, and then the value of farming drastically goes down. We're talking about making over 100 gold per hour at the early weeks, and now getting between 30 and 40 gold per hour, which is considered a good farm. So the value of farms have gone down by 3 times, while how much profit you make on the auction house is roughly the same, if not even better. It depends on how you play the auction house and how you do things, and what you craft and what you sell. So, before we take a look at this, I do want to shout out my gold making guide as well that I've made for Classic WoW, and we even have an update for Phase 2 of Season of Discovery. Now, the update pushed this guide to 157 pages, as you can see right here. The guide itself is supposed to be an outline to gold making / introduction. It's a lot of information in one place, including farms, crafting, professions, which classes to level. It's just talking about pretty much everything in one document. That being said, it will not be the be-all, end-all. It's kind of an introduction, but what this guide also gives you is access to a private gold-making community where you have access to me directly, asking me questions. I'm talking there all the time, revealing my secrets, my gold-making tips. Pretty much just a closed-off gold-making community where we can talk, where I can talk to you, you can talk to each other, and I'm also publishing early access to videos over there as well. We, for example, have 2 farms that we've been doing in Phase 2 for 2 weeks now that are going public very soon. One of them might even be public before this video comes out, but the thing is, we can do those farms without them being public for a little bit, and then that way those farms don't get nerfed either. It's just a win-win scenario, and I'm able to help you make more gold. We also have early access to Phase 3 investments there, for example. I'm going to talk even more about that in the next few weeks, because Phase 3 investments really have huge potential, and you can double, triple, quadruple your gold by investing into the right items. Even like more than that as well, like 10x profit on some items. So be on the lookout for that, and if you want to check it out, the link to my guide will be down below in the video description and the pinned comment. Getting the guide really helps me out as a content creator, and I believe I can help you out make some gold as well. Could be a win-win scenario. With that being said, let's take a look at some of the auction house strategies that I've been using recently myself, and let's just get right into it. So one of them is simply shuffling how many stacks you post. Now, in the past, I've usually been posting stacks of 1, but I'm now posting several different unique stack numbers, and the mentality behind this is that people just buy different things. Some people might look for a stack of 1, someone might look for a stack of 5, and someone might look for a stack of 6, or like a stack of, we can't do that for potions, but like a stack of 10 for other items, stack of 20 for other items. And I believe the best example to give here is, for example, the small bronze bomb. This is an item used in a waylaid supply, and you need 6 of them for 1 waylaid supply. Now, if a bunch of people post these in stacks of 1, eventually people are just going to be tired from like scanning to the next page. So if people don't have TSM, for example, and you search up small bronze bomb, just imagine you would have to go through 10 pages of singular stacks. At some point, you'll just be tired of scrolling, and you'll settle for buying 3 stacks of 2, because 3 stacks of 2 is also 6, instead of looking for that 1 juicy 6 stack. So in that case, I'm posting them in stacks of 6, stacks of 2, and stacks of 3. Because some people might also buy 2 stacks of 3, some people might buy 3 stacks of 2, and someone might scroll all the way to buy 1 stack of 6. There are also some people buying 6 stacks of 1, so you could post them in stacks of 1 as well. Now, the same principle applies to everything used in, for example, these waylaid supplies. So we have 20 lesser mana potions, and you can post those in 4 stacks of 5, 2 stacks of 10, 1 stack of 20, 10 stacks of 2, whatever amount you add, just use multiplication here and get them to add up to 20, and use the human psychology. So for lesser mana potions, there could be a lot of stacks of 1 on the auction house, and once again, not everyone has TSM, and they will just be tired of scrolling through stacks of 1, in which case they're going to buy a stack of 5, or they're going to buy like 4 stacks of 5, 5 stacks of 4, or they're just 10 stacks of 2 as well. I do believe 4 stacks of 5 would be the best way to go here, and to just get that done quick, instead of having to scroll through all of them to get like the perfect stack. And the same thing goes for minor mana oil. You have 2 stacks of that. We also have the small bronze bombs that I just talked about, elixirs of firepower, 15 of those. We have silver skeleton keys. They need to be in stacks of 14. You can, for example, do 2 stacks of 7 here, or a stack of 10 and a stack of 4. Which is kind of weird, but it does add up to 14 either way, and it actually really helps you make a lot more sales. The same thing goes for Fade Leaf, Solid Grinding Stones, Heavy Hides. Need 5 of those, right? Just take a look at how many you need of the items, and sell them in different stacks than just the particular stack that is needed in the crates. And for example, Elixirs of Agility, you need 6 of them. People might buy these in 3 stacks of 2, 2 stacks of 3, or they can buy 1 5 stack and 1 1 stack to get to that 6 stacks of agility, 6 elixirs, right, for that one. And the same thing goes for, I'm for example selling a lot of lesser arcane potions, or lesser arcane elixirs, and I'm posting these in stacks of 1, stacks of 2, and stacks of 5. I haven't really sold a lot of them in like other stacks, but as you can see here, you can post them in stacks of 1, stacks of 1, stack of 5, stack of 1. You can post them in stacks of 3 right now and probably charge even more. You can see I can post them in stacks of 2 and make a little bit more gold by doing that as well. And it just really helps you increase the amount of sales you're getting. So I'm going to post 11 stacks of 1 here. For example, we're going to do 3 stacks of 5, and we're going to post a couple of stacks of 2, so like 4 stacks of 2. And now, instead of just having 1 type of item on the auction house, we have 3 separate stacks that all could sell at different times, rapidly increasing the pace of which I'm able to sell these items on the auction house. And once again, it really helps out. I'm also selling things like literally vendor items. You have crystal vials that are selling for like vendor buy price of 5. I was able to sell some of them last night for 32. Like 6 times profit on a vendor item. Now somebody has undercut this drastically recently, so I'm just going to post a couple of these for that price. I'm still doubling my gold if they sell. So once again, just sell pretty much everything and try to sell them in different stacks. Don't just go for the regular stack size. We have this one. I'm going to post 1 in stack of 20 here, because that's what it's used for in the actual supply. I'm also going to post 4 stacks of 5, because some people might be able to, like, let's just say you have 15 out of 20 from like finding bear meat yourself and crafting those. You still need 5, and you don't want to buy a full stack of 20 if you only need 5. So try to use that mentality and that psychology to your advantage, and then once again just sell different items in different stacks. It sounds really, really obvious, but I'm willing to bet like 99% of gold makers really don't do this. When it comes to lesser arcane elixirs, for example, I only see people sell them in stacks of 1 and stacks of 5. And when it comes to the waylaid supplies, for the last week I've been doing this, and I'm the only person selling things outside of their regular stack size. Like for example, these small bronze bombs, I only see people post them in stacks of 1 or stacks of 6. Never stacks of 2 and stacks of 3. So even though it sounds really obvious, I'm playing on a very popular server, Living Flame, the most popular server, and I don't see people do this, and it's rapidly helped me make a lot more gold than usual. I've probably doubled my sales by just posting things in different unique stack numbers. Now, for anyone who's made it this far into the video, I also want to give away 2 more tips when it comes to the auction house that I was able to pick up over the last few weeks of doing some sales, talking to some friends, and just, noticing some behavior patterns. So especially on my server, but I've seen the same on JP Worgen, for example, happening on many servers out there. People that are flipping the markets tend to do it either late at night or in the morning. So like they base it so that when you wake up and when you start playing the game, the prices have changed. If you want to make quick sales based on that, keep that in mind. For example, let's just use lesser arcane elixirs as an example here. I was able to sell over 100 of these last night. You can see I've sold 4,500 of them. I was able to sell 100 of them in 2 or 3 minutes last night at 3 in the morning for 90 silver each. Now, as you can see, that is their current normal price, or like slightly above their current normal price, and that was because someone bought them all out trying to reset the market, and apparently that person failed because the prices are now back down, but I was able to offload a lot of my stock to that one person trying to reset the market. So if you're looking just for quick sales, sell your items when they are trying to flip the market, and they usually try to do that either at 3 in the morning or 6 in the morning, like 3 at night or 6 in the morning. That way when you wake up and you start playing the game, the prices are different and they're jacked up a little bit. So you can use that to your advantage, get some quick sales if you're trying to offload huge stock. Alternatively, if you want to be on the other side, you can also try to flip items and sell them more expensive in the morning. That is a lot more risky, but high risk equals high reward. If you have a huge stock to sell and you're successfully able to flip the price, you can suddenly make twice as much gold. For example, I'm just going to use this as an example again. You can see lesser arcane elixirs. The lowest I've sold them for was 44 silver. Median price is 85, and the top end is 1 gold 34. 1 gold 34 was 2 days ago, so the prices on this is really volatile. And I just want to say, when the price was 1.3 gold each, or 1.4 because the auction house cut, they were selling just as fast. It kind of proves the point that people are willing to pay whatever the price is, so flipping the market really works out. You just have to be able to keep the price jacked up, and there's always people trying to like push the price down. Like whenever I'm resetting the price of lesser arcane elixirs, for example, there's one dude on my server posting 100 stacks of 1. Like he's posting 100 lesser arcane elixirs for like the normal price again, just trying to get quick sales. Which either works, either I buy them all out and keep jacking the price up, or I just let the price fall down. It kind of just depends on how many times he does it, right? Because if he does it once, that's fine, I can still sell my elixirs for a jacked up price by buying his ones, but if he keeps doing it, then I just have to keep pumping gold in, and it could be dangerous. But if you do this, you can make so much more gold, and it just proves the point that people are willing to pay whatever the price is, because whether the price is 87 silver like it currently is, or 1.4 gold like 2 days ago, they were selling just as fast. Literally, not even a difference. So people are willing to pay because it's a consumable they need for their prices in their raids. Either way, that's the video for today. 13 minutes of me talking about the auction house. Hopefully you enjoyed this talk, the Solheim talk, TED talk, whatever. Hopefully it was able to like help you out. Once again, the stack sizes really have helped me out, so hopefully they're able to help you out as well. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like down below. I really appreciate you guys watching today as always. Thank you so much, and I'll see you again very soon. Peace.